Hey, welcome to episode 88 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about their credit card debt. So I'm starting to see a lot more people having a lot of credit card debt. And I'll talk about getting credit cards, but I'm not talking about credit cards just so you guys can get it and you mess up on it. Now, I mess up plenty of times on my credit card, so I'm going to definitely give you a few tips that you can use to get ahead and not have those late fees on your credit cards, but make sure you do something. That's the biggest thing. Don't just sit there and think it's going to disappear because it's not. And I used to need to hear that because I used to sit there and think stuff will disappear, and it's not. So when it comes down to your credit cards, if you cannot make the minimum payment on your credit card, please call them. Okay, please call them and let them know that you cannot pay the minimum payment. Try to see if you can come up with some type of solution with them. They're not going to report you late to the credit bureaus until you're 30 days late on that credit card. Okay, so I would suggest that you call them. A lot of times, some of these companies, and you can try to push for it, they can lower your interest rate temporarily just to make sure that you can make your minimum payment, because lowering your interest rate is going to get you a lower minimum payment. So they can lower your interest rate temporarily. They can also remove any type of late fees that you may have or any additional fees that you may have, because again, that's going to be included into your minimum payment. That can help you make sure that you make your minimum payment. And also, if you can't just make your minimum payment and you have available money on your credit card, you just don't want to spend it. You're like, I'm going to get deeper into debt. Think about something that you're going to purchase anyway with your debit card, something that you could purchase with cash. And a lot of times, like say if I'm out with like one of our family members or something like that, or out, if we going somewhere, we're doing something together, I often say, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and pay for this with my card and you give me the cash. You guys can do the same thing too. If you have somewhere where you can do that, and I do it just to get my rewards and things like that. But you guys can definitely do the same thing. It's really, really nice to be able to do that. But if you have money available, you can always do that. If you're going to pay a bill with your debit card anyway, there you go. You can do that too. You can use your credit card to pay whatever bill and use the cash from your debit card to just pay the minimum payment on your credit card. But there's a lot of different things that you guys can do, but just do not sit still. And if you feel like the credit card company is not trying to help you, they're not looking out for your best interest, then what I do suggest is maybe you can file a complaint with the CFPB in regards to this company, or maybe you want to just get in the good graces of this company in terms of just getting it paid off and then not deal with this company anymore. Because usually with credit card companies, they should help you in some type of way. They want their money. That's what they're in the business. They're in the business of lending you money. So they're going to want their money back. But if they're not trying to help you, then maybe you need to go with a different company, somebody that can actually help you. Now, if you all have any additional questions, please let me know. Let's go to episode 89.